cast a sin over this way. Oh dear, how we pay came and shattered my faith today. It's only crashed the bank, bleed died, came in, answered my call, right on ragged fortunes, set like sun, did not finish what we begun. Oh no, what did I say? I cast a sin over this way. Oh dear, how we pay came and shattered my faith today. You fired it up, passed it around, living it up with the joy I found. Swear cold rain held us down. All of our love could have burnt this town. Oh no, what did I say? To cast a sin over this way. Oh dear, now we pay. You came and shattered my faith today. Oh no, what did I say? I can't fly over this way. Oh dear, now we pay. Came and shattered my faith today. Crash, bang, love, I will come when I swing my hammer, beat my drum, ringside in a cold my haze. Lover been gone for 14 days. Oh no, what did I say? Cast a shadow over this way. Oh dear, how we pay came and shattered my faith today. Yeah, yeah. Our love been gone, our love been gone. Okay. Hi, gatherers. Fun day today. Or a fun gathering planned. Already got hot. One song in. We're back outside. We've got a new fancy logo. Look at this thing. Woo! That is thanks to our friend Dan, who is getting creative with some of our logos. You may remember on let's see where it is. You may remember on New Year's Eve we did this one. You guys remember that? Come on, we're like Google. We're very advanced. Incredible. Yep. But this is the latest from Dan. I think it's awesome. And I'm going to put it up here so you can see it well. I got a glass of whiskey. I got my friend Greg joining us today. I'm really happy about that. And that's good. That's good. That's it. All right. Can't seem to tune my guitar, but everything else is good. I promise. Oh, I just lost it. I saw it a second ago. There it is. Tonight, I am drinking Jameson, my friend. Thank you for asking. That was my friend Rhett, who was just out here in the desert. And we drank whiskey together. Surprise, surprise. You caught me in a sideways glance. I didn't have a chance. Put me in like fishing wire. Touching me, it felt like fire. I used to think I couldn't lose, that my love was mine to choose. Now I'm a wreck, yet I'm all stuck. You're just my luck. You're just my luck, yeah. I wonder if I deserve the way you hit me when you threw that curve, the way you made my body shake. Yeah, it must have been my mistake. My dreams used to be a surprise. Now you're all I see when I close my eyes. I'm a wreck, yeah, I'm all stuck. You're just my luck. Oh, you're just my luck, yeah. I need some, I get head, I call heads, false tails, false tails each time. Now I know it was my heart you stole. Turns out I never really had control. Never made that foolproof plan. Now I'm helpless under your command. Never knew that it would feel like this. If you said I could erase one kiss, wouldn't do it for $1,000,000. You're just my luck. You're just my luck, yeah. You're just my luck. All right. You know, it's funny. Some of you all, there were so many requests that came in last weekend, and what I've been doing the last couple weeks is using your requests as kind of a little field guide for my week every night. And we'll take, thank you for the claps. We'll take a handful of these requests and play them, and some of them. I love doing that because, you know, some of them are really old school challenges for me, and some of them are brand new songs, and there's such a range every single week. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a song over here. I am very not very together. You know, some days you feel like you're really together. It's happened since I woke up today. Some days I feel put together, and some days I just do not. I guess we all kind of feel that way. Somebody was asking me about that the other day. I mean, that is the kind of the crazy thing about deciding to do this every night. Y'all get to see me at my best and my worst sometimes. And it's interesting, right? What your best and your worst can kind of feel like, and what it can feel like to other people. This is a song I wrote when I felt like I was at my worst. And from a friend, Greg Kretchy, who's about to come on the gathering. This is, to him, this is me at my best. And fairness, a sad song feels very different to me than the sadness that it represents. A sad song is a beautiful thing. It can be a beautiful thing, right? It can be a beautiful thing that it touches the thing that we all feel when we're sad. That's why Karina and I love playing those sad songs, because they don't make us feel sad. The rain comes down and it'll come for days. All around tries to wash away this old town to become an ocean, but I won't today, and I will not be the rain. Will not be the rain. Will not be the rain this time. You are gone, you are far away, and I am here beneath the rain. Maybe the love we want will never taste sweeter than the love we waste, and I will not be the rain. Will not be the rain. Will not be the rain this time. It's a good-looking sky tonight, right? Okay, so before I call Greg, I saw a comment, and I have said this before, but I tend to miss most of the comments that happen. But every once in a while, I'll catch one out of the corner of my eye, and I'm getting better in the moments. Now, I want to be present when I'm speaking and when I'm playing, and there is, you all know, it's entertaining to watch those comments scroll through the screen. There's a lot of weird and funny stuff happening all the time. But I did catch one comment. I believe it was from Toby, who wanted updates on both Turtle and the table, and the now famous table. I have had multiple requests for pictures of the new table for you gatherers that weren't tuning in earlier this week. We did a gathering from the back of a very bouncy van as Allie was driving me to a place called Thousand Oaks, which is a little bit north of Los Angeles, where we were picking up a table. Now, our days have been so busy, embarrassingly enough, that the table is still in the back of the van. We got back way late that night, and we had just about enough energy to open the doors of the van, crawl into the cabin, and pass out. And we've been at it dawn to dusk, just working at our respective things since then. So the table is still in the back of the van, but I did take out one of the chairs, and I can show you one of the chairs. I'm pretty excited about the chairs. Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. Okay. There we go. There we go. Teak. It's made out of teak, which I am learning is kind of a nice wood. And I believe that those chairs at one point in time were probably pretty nice. Maybe 40 years ago. But they're perfect. They'll fit in with us here in our little dusty, sandy yard. And so those are the chairs. There's the update. At some point, I will show you the table. I've removed it from the van. Update on Turtle is still not well enough to gather with us, but I've been talking to him each week, and he is sending lots of love your way, gatherers, and we'll get him back on here. It's only a matter of time. He's just he's mending up a little bit. Okay, how's that? Let's call my friend Greg, huh? All right, let's see what happens here. Woo! Are you there, sir? Yes. Yes. Oh my God, you have whiskey. Can I hear you? Yes, I can hear you. Good.
Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me.
It's good to see you, brother. Cheers.
Good to see you too, man. Cheers. Hey, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Can we just toast a turtle tonight?
Oh,
all right, because I know
turtle.
he joins you on Thursday some night,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're all thinking of turtle tonight.
Cheers.
So everybody raise a glass for turtle. Okay.
Cheers. Wait. Now, before you drink,
Oh, yeah.
gatherers, just pay very close attention to Kretchy's face, because he doesn't really drink whiskey. He's doing this because it's part of
you.
It's part of our brotherly contract that when we see each other,
That's right.
he drinks whiskey with me. Cheers.
You got it. Here we go.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Hey, and since we're playing show and tell tonight, I'd like to show the gatherers. This is a TV tray made of in the van, but made of oak. It's probably particle board. At Martin's, you should have bought it when I saw it at Martin's for $5. But I think we're showing stuff. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Sadly, I think your TV tray beats my teak chair, actually.
No, that was a pretty nice chair,
That's
actually.
a nice chair.
Dude, you look good. Looks good. Looks like a beautiful night in the desert.
It's a beautiful night in the desert. They're mostly beautiful night. It was really funny, and you appreciate this because you're outdoors all the time. We've had a couple rainy nights in the desert, and out here when you're just in a beautiful space, even when it's raining, it's beautiful, and snowing. It's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you saw the post that is going along with this live stream, and I apologize if I'm embarrassing you a little bit, but I did a little bit of write up on your photography, which blows me away all the time, and I shared kretchy.com with the gatherers.
Thank you.
Now it's not, you're known as a radio guy, but gatherers, you should know that Greg is an incredible visual artist, and his photography is pretty incredible. Yeah.
I think a photograph is a song.
Yeah.
Just as much as a song is a photograph.
Yeah.
It's funny how, and I thought a lot about that when I'm out shooting, and you were just talking about what it's like to be out there, in the desert at night when it's snowing or whenever. Mm-hmm. And those are moments where you just you really got to be present in the moment, and when you take a look around and you breathe, and you look and you see. It's one thing when you drive past places all the time and you don't really stop to see them. Yeah. And a few years back I started to stop and see, and it really has been a great grounding therapy for me. So yeah. I look at photographs like songs.
Yeah, man. Well, it's interesting too because I have this affliction. Certainly as a songwriter, I like it. It's a conscious affliction, but I like a lot of music stylistically. Different styles move me, and so there's not really it's hard. It's very hard, I think, for my friends and my fans and my family and even me to define what kind of music that I play, right? But and that's true with photographers too. Usually there is a stylistic thing, and I notice in your photography, you really have a range that inspires you. Some of your stuff is very reminds me of an Ansel Adams, very stark and beautiful, and some of it is vibrant, shouting colors, and and I love that. Do you go through phases of different styles that inspire you?
Sometimes I look for different things, but it's really, what is in front of me, what you see. It's I guess if you sit down to write a song, it's how you're feeling at the moment. And I kind of seek out, I seek out things that I want to see. And in the course of doing so, I see a lot of other things. So, and it's when you see it, I know it. I know what part of this world I want to frame. Here's the big picture window of everything I can see, and I just want this little corner of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it happens. And when I see it, I know it. And it's often a reflection, like a song. It's a reflection of a mood that I am in. And for the most part, I try to create calm and hopefulness in photos. I don't want to get too corny, but that's what I really feel, man. That's what I feel. And when you were talking about the kind of music you play and all the different styles, I just call it good. It's like me. It's all good, man.
That's my buddy.
I'm dead serious. I'm serious.
See, that's what you don't know, gatherers, but there's a contract I make everybody sign before they come on the gathering. Um,
My second whiskey.
my favorite memory of Kretchy,
Yeah.
I'm showing up in a morning show where I'm hanging out at the Morning Buzz, and we're doing the thing, and we've been talking and hanging for a little while, and
Yeah.
and Greg is he's promised to do a shot of whiskey with me, and he does
Yeah,
not
right.
do shot. I mean, he's sipping that whiskey, and it's taking all of his strength, right,
Yep.
just to like keep it down, right. So he does this. We pour shots. He pours the shot. He pours himself a honking shot, right? Like and we're off. It's a commercial break, right? So it's like it's safe. It's safe zone, and he takes the shot. He almost dies. He gets it together.
Yeah.
We do another segment, and during the next commercial break, he's standing up, and he's like, "I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face." He's just laughing.
True. It's true, man.
True story.
It's true.
I can't feel my face.
Whatever. True story.
We were all laughing, man. It was great.
Yeah.
It was
It hits you
great.
pretty quick when you don't drink at all. So yeah.
I love that, man. Well, and I also love too that like you don't have an ego. Who you are is who you are. And you don't drink, and when you drink, you're not going to
This is
pretend that you do.
This is it. This is it right here. You know. So.
Right on. And hey, I want to congratulate you, and I don't just I know it's uncomfortable for you if we're just spending time and I'm just praising you the whole time. I know, but I know that my gatherers know you. There's a relationship there, and
I love your community, man. I love the people that I've met through you. I love the community of gatherers and the AEG fans that I've met over the years and all the shows. Nicest group of people. Cheers to all of you. I mean it. I love you. Seriously.
It's a pretty cool thing, and you gatherers should know that years ago, chapters before, our fan base was much smaller, and Greg would still have me on his show, and it's he's not doing a show that features folk musicians for the most part, and he has supported me just because he likes the music, he likes me, he likes you all, he likes the community that is around, and because of that, you have really helped spread the word about my music throughout New England, and it's been an awesome thing, man, and something I'll always appreciate.
It's my pleasure.
It's awesome.
The world needs more good people. That's what I thought, and I don't. I've been in it long enough where you can recognize, and I'm not just trying to, stroke, your ego either, but and well, same thing with your fans. I mean, the world needs more good people that care about each other, and I firmly believe that. That's part of who I am, So. If I bring somebody on the show to say, hey, look, here's somebody I really like, and I know you're going to like them, the audience trusts me because I don't normally steer them wrong. So
it's pretty. And we were talking about this, too. You have a very eclectic audience, too. You are broadcasting to a lot of, like, pretty serious rock and rollers. And but there's a huge spectrum of listeners, and in a world where and gatherers, you should know this, in a world where radio is really in a lot of ways dying all over the place. Greg's show, Greg in the Morning Buzz, is continuing to grow and gain listenership. It's an incredible thing, and if you haven't tuned in, you really should give it a shot. It's a fun group of people. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I
Well,
appreciate it. I work with great folks. So.
He's got this team. He's got a team. They're like my bandies. He's got his own bandies.
Exactly.
And Laura and Roadkill and Kelly. It's really he's got a wonderful team, and it's.
I think we identify with each other because there's a lot of similarities between us. I'm older. But I think of things, I think the same way you do, just like I think you have the same mentality of a lot of the followers that are watching tonight. I mean, I tune in. I've been watching the last few nights, and that song you played last night where you spoke the poem over the music, I thought was great. I loved it that way. And I know you wrote it when you were I just you were younger or something. You wrote it a long, long time ago, and I loved it. I love to hear. And this is another thing I want to say because it's 300 and what 15 of these in a row
Something like that, yes.
talked, and you were talking about I don't know how this is going to go. I said, well, look, sometimes when you do something like this, the audience begins to diminish. But like I told you, I still get the same thing tonight, last night, night before from your gatherings that I got in the beginning, during the start of the pandemic, when everybody was looking for an escape. And it's an awesome thing that you do because it gives people an hour. And you all know, I want to hear them sing too. So don't complain to me.
Are you kidding me? That's the thing. At 315, they're sick of me singing, man. This is a welcome respite.
Because it is a real break from the day. There's been not a whole lot to be happy about in the year 2020, but every night for an hour, you gave somebody, me, everybody else an escape, and that's a really great thing. Really great thing. And you and the folks in the band, and I love the guys in the band, have really done a great service for a lot of people, myself included, and Valerie, of course, as you know, loves you guys too. So
that little hottie, where is she? She hanging out nearby?
I think she's upstairs. She might be on the exercise machine. I'm not sure. She says hello, sends her love. Aww. So there you go.
All right.
So
that's great, man. And for you gatherers that were at the.
I don't know how you do it, man.
It's good. This is good.
Smooth. It's very... like gasoline is smooth. Jet fuel is smooth.
What are you drinking over there?
I don't know. It's not Jameson's, okay? But it's this. Whatever this is.
Oh, yeah. I've had that before. That's pretty good. Hudson whiskey.
Yeah, if you want to start a forest fire or maybe fire up a jet engine, that's good. Wow.
Here's my question, okay?
Yeah.
Did you just pour that into the glass are you drinking it straight?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, well... Yeah.
No ice. I know ice eases it a little bit. I know you've told me.
Or just a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water. It just eases it.
Here's what I want to tell the gatherers. Okay, a year ago they did a roast for me. Right? It was a sold out Palace Theater. There's 900 people there, whatever. And my son, who was supposed to be in college and couldn't come home for the roast, surprised me. Showed up. I didn't know he was going to be there. But he had to hide all during the whole show. He had to hide backstage. Some at the show, I'm not going to name names. Initials are AE. Somebody brought a bottle of whiskey downstairs, and by the time my son hit the stage, he was hammered. Thanks to you. That, my friends, is what friends. So you're a legend.
Man, I really tarnished an amazing family moment right there, but
it was a beautiful night. As soon as he started talking, I'm like, he's hammered. But it was great. It was great.
He did a good job.
He's a huge fan.
He did a really good job.
Did a nice job.
Yep, he did a good job. So, one of the other things you all gatherers know, Greg has joined me a couple times, but he joined us at the Ramble. And he was, and man, you came in. You were my secret weapon. I think I had you on at like hour 20, when I was really in danger of I could have lost it.
Yeah.
And and we did I don't remember how. I don't remember much of the day at this point.
We goofed around.
But we goofed around for a while, and that gave me the lift. Greg and his team also are really focused on giving back, and they do an annual food drive fundraiser called Lend a Helping Can. It's got a history, 20-year history at this point, 15-year history, 10-year history.
30.
30 years. And it started out like so many things that we do, right? It started out very small, vision and scale. I'm going to do something small. I'm going to have a little bit of an impact. And they did a can drive, and they called it Lend a Helping Can. And they this fall after the gathering, their Lend a Helping Can fundraiser raised more money than they ever had before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Over $200,000 to be distributed throughout food banks in New Hampshire and Vermont.
Yeah, $268,000. We raised more money than we ever did before, and that's that's not as much a reflection of us as it is the people who listen, because I really feel like with 2020 being what it was, people wanted to feel good about something. They wanted to know. They wanted to do something good, and they did. And 99.5% of the money that we raise goes to put food on the table, with nothing in between. The money goes directly to food, and they made a difference. It's just like the folks that show up at the Ramble. Every one of you that's either helped, with one of your, every time you're doing a fundraiser, whether it's to help the victims of a hurricane or the Ramble, people, they want to do good, and if you can give them an avenue to do it, they'll do it. They're the heroes, man. All I do is just put it out there for them to do. So
it's definitely
it's good. It's pretty cool.
It's definitely a
pretty
gift
cool
to get to be a spark of something that's a lot bigger than yourself. And speaking of which,
absolutely.
In the beginning of COVID, Greg put together a TV kind of special, and between Lend a Helping Can and that first outreach special, they have raised over $2 million for folks and families in need to help them put food on the table during this crisis that we're all living through. Yeah,
we did that. You were part of it. You and the band were part of it. So we did it together, and that's the great thing. There's no I in anything. It's all about us. So we're doing it together as folks, which is cool. So we were talking earlier about how many. I mean, that's a lot of years that you have been on the radio, and you are on for. I mean, I'm on for an hour every night. You are on for 4.5 hours every day, and I was talking to the gatherers when this night started that I was feeling. Sometimes it's hard every single day, right? It's hard to it's hard to feel like I'm being my best self, and that I'm being thoughtful or my best self is probably the best way to describe it. And I know you must know how that feels times 30 plus years of doing this. How do you do that in the morning? Oh, you have a shitty morning. You've had a shitty night. You had a bad week, right? You're not wanting to be on the air, or you're not ready to go on, or you're not feeling like your best self. What do you do? I felt that way today, to be honest with you. I always look at it like when I feel like I'm holding on too tight or I'm trying too hard and I don't feel like there's anything in the tank, I always step back and kind of refocus, and focus on the basics and start from the one thing that's going to connect me to one person on the other side of the radio. I really do bring it down to that. And I think that's what you do. I think that's why you and I kind of get each other so much, is because you're singing to one person. The song is being applied to one person, and they take it how they want to take it. But I kind of strip it down and try to not overdo it, and try to communicate on a one-on-one level. And that could be, for me, something really silly, about something that will make them forget about all the other stuff they're thinking about the rest of the day. If they can listen to something we're doing for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes on the way to work, and it helps them not think about the troubles of their day, I win.
Yeah.
We win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about ratings and all that other stuff. That doesn't mean shit, as long as, we're helping people at a moment when maybe they didn't think they could get it.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of what we do.
Yeah. I feel like when in doubt, I tend to try harder.
Right.
And I'm trying to teach myself slowly. Yeah. letting go. Letting go is
Yep.
is
It
always.
takes a swagger. It takes a swagger to get in front of people and do things. But sometimes you got to let it go
Yeah.
and just, and go, you know what, just caution to the wind. To hell with it. Let's just forget about all the serious stuff and let's just get back to having fun together.
And I think that applies. I think that applies for me in all aspects of my life. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about this. We talk about being on a stage or being in public or being or performing in that context, but really probably applies to everything, doesn't it?
I think the greatest lessons I've learned are those. They're the simplest ones. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, but you're moving.
You almost pulled off a really
You're fuzzy.
consternative, I think the greatest lessons I've learned.
No, the greatest lessons I've learned are the simplest ones. Because you forget. Because you're so focused on getting to that next level, doing whatever, and then you kind of go, screw it. Screw it.
Yeah.
And just let go of all the pressure and do what you do. Do what you love. And people will come along for the ride.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So.
I love it, man. Well, I'll tell you what, before you go, I know I was telling you about Turtle's traditional practice of pointless trivia that may or may not be true. I have decided in Turtle's honor to prepare a question or two.
Okay.
For you and gatherers. So
I'm ready.
Currently you have 233 people getting your back, okay? And I decided to focus on a little bit of rock and roll trivia. I know that you are a music guy. All right.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is I'm going to start simple. And I have two questions. It's two questions. One is very straightforward and simple, but I did not know the answer to this. Eye of the Tiger. Name the band.
Survivor.
Next. You didn't even blink.
Please, that was a layup. Are you kidding me?
Okay. That was the warm up. Here we go.
Oh.
It's a smoky evening in the LA club scene. What rock and roll icon first saw Van Halen playing at a little club and is credited with not only discovering them, but paying for their first demo recording?
Gene Simmons. Next.
What?
Come on, man.
Is that something that people know? I thought I thought at least we would have to go to the gatherers. Damn it.
Sorry, gatherers. You knew it. You knew it too. Come on. You did.
All right.
Crosby, Stills, Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash. Their greatest hits album so far.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Maybe.
It's a white album cover. It's got some doodling on the front. It's really cool.
Okay.
Right? You remember the album cover?
Maybe. I'm
did
not quite as old as you, but I know all the songs, if not the album cover.
Who did the album cover?
Who?
Answer?
Oh, wait. I'm going to guess.
Go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Joni Mitchell.
Right on, brother.
Bam!
Proud of you. Joni Mitchell.
She was artsy, man. She's an artsy one. She's an artsy
Everybody
one.
knew that.
And she was hanging with all those guys.
I think she was more than hanging, but that's a whole different story for another show.
Brother, thank you so much for hanging. It's good to see you.
You know I love you. Good to see you guys, and to all of you gatherers, I love you too. So have a great night, everybody. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see each other when they're on stage live real soon. Have a great night.
Cheers, man.
You got it, buddy.
I mean, that was fun, right? All right. The sky is pretty beautiful. But I think No, we should do this. Okay, I'm gonna spin it around. I was gonna play a piano song. I don't know but I'm gonna switch to the Sunset Cam, and I don't know if the Sunset Cam is necessarily gonna look better than this awesome scene we got right here. Let's see. Let's try zooming and moving this. It's just a mess. Here we go. I think it was better without the Sunset Cam. This is an impressive moment here. Let's just, yeah, I think this camera is cooler. Boom! Look at that sky. That's what we're sticking with. Ah. All right. Well, let's play a couple songs to finish up, huh? That was a pretty special visit. Greg is a pretty special guy, and I promise I will do some piano for you tomorrow. Oh, I am not gonna do some piano for you tomorrow. I promise that I am not gonna play any piano for you, because I am going to be in a different location, and I am going to have a special guest musician with me. And that is all I'm going to tell you about that. I love when that guy hangs out, man. You should, if you have not checked out his radio show, Greg in the Morning Buzz, you should take a little time to do that. You can't stay, you can't run. You got miles to go with, and I can hear you crying. I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna fight the fight, yeah, yeah. And you say you wonder why, but you already know now. Teammates, hallelujah. Would you take our fortunes, please? And we're all just trying to move you. Could you be counting on days like these? It's a city that never sleeps. I can feel it rattling in its gate. Beauty sometimes hides in the strangest places. Teammates, hallelujah. To take our faults on speed. We're all just trying to gotta step out on your own sometimes. Gotta make it feel like home sometimes. That's all you're So, one of the things that I love so much, I love that people are gathering with us from all over the world. Ignacia, gracias. I think that might be Portuguese and not Spanish. Which makes me think Ignacia is maybe from Brazil, where we seem to have a bunch of folks gathering with us these days. That makes me super happy. Isn't that cool? The sky is getting better and better. Let me see if I can get it a little closer to how it's looking. I want to just... Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit closer to where it is. Adjust my light a little bit. Very high tech. Very high tech. Let's see if this works. Let's see if I look a little less. Yeah, I look a little more normal, I think. Section over there, and really this little logo is kind of in the way, isn't it? It's even in the way there. That's where it should be. Yeah. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. All right, you're right. I promised Supergirl last night I would try this. God damn it. I haven't thought about it since. raise up your glasses. Let us drink through the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around and good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one on me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around and good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Yeah, here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Yeah, here's to the drink that we share. Yeah, here's to the drink that we share. Yeah, here's to the drink that we share. Here's to the drink that we share. Thank y'all for being here tonight. It was a good night. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I will see you tomorrow.